heart rate, insomnia, blood pressure, irregular heartbeat, and the list goes on and on. Warning, do not consume if you are under the age of 18. Warning, do not consume if you are pregnant or if you plan on being pregnant. Warning, contains high levels of caffeine. These are warnings, yet we take them as signs to buy the product. That doesn't really make any sense. But we as humans are sucked into that marketing tactics of quick energy, zero sugar, or will get you through the day. We see the warnings and we look right past it. It's there for a reason, yet we still take that 16-ounce can off the shelf to the cash register and pay $2+ for energy that'll last maybe an hour or two. I'm here to make a bold claim and say that energy drinks are bad for you, and not just for your physical health, but for your mental health and your bank account. Yes, that is a broad statement for an 18-year-old as a high schooler to say, but I've experienced it firsthand. My uncle was a very avid Monster energy drinker, and he would drink 2 to 3 a day for a good solid 2 years. And he's in his 40s now, and he's having extreme heart problems, and his doctor told him that it was because of the Monster energy drinks. So he's trying to turn his life around now, but his heart rate and his blood pressure are so sensitive now because of how many he's drank in the past that it's going to be hard for him to get a turnaround. Although don't fret for you caffeine lovers. Um, there are other options other than the heart rate death trap that we call an energy drink. Over 55% of Americans consume energy drinks per day, and 23% are consume two or more. On average, one can contains 200 milligrams of caffeine, and the FDA, the most recommended amount for one day is 200. So if you drink two or more, that's exceeding the FDA recommendation. And 200 is just an average. One of the most common energy drinks is Bang Energy, and they contain 300 plus milligrams of caffeine in just one can. The CBS News Channel did a story on a 2020 male who, during COVID, he felt like he could never like sleep, so he drank energy drinks, and he would drink 2 to 3 Bang energy drinks per day. And now he's struggling with heart palpitations, and even in 2023, he's trying to wean himself off of caffeine because of how addictive the stimulant is. Our drinking habits consume our daily lives. Last year, there were 1.5 billion cans of energy drinks sold in just gas stations alone. That does not count your local grocery store or a pickup. And nowadays, you can get them shipped to your house. So usually, there are other stimulants as well in energy drinks that aren't that good for you, such as guarana and guanosine, which are two common stimulants that amplify the energy boost and add the desired effects of caffeine. These supplements can still increase your heart rate and damage your heart rate levels as well. So there's more than just caffeine that's bad for you in these energy drinks. Fortunately, there is an alternative for all you caffeine-loving humans. The average cup of coffee contains about 150 milligrams of caffeine, which can jumpstart your day when you need it. But caffeine has many, or coffee has many other good additives to it, like liver protection and brain longevity. So if you drink a cup of black coffee in the morning to jumpstart your day, that is okay. And if you're not worried about having enough caffeine throughout the day, so say you get tired around like 4, um, a cup of black coffee, 2 a day, isn't as bad for you as energy drinks. And depending on your intake, it can get you throughout the day pretty easily. Now think 50 years in the future, you're going on a walk and you can breathe good, your heart rate's fine, or 50 years down the road, you could be not being able to go on the walk because every time you get moving too much, your heart rate skyrockets because of how many energy drinks you consumed when you were young. I know that's an intense and hard topic to think about, but it needed to be said. And after all the negative effects of energy drinks, with little to no positive effects, it should change how you view your caffeine intake. A lot of the time, people consume so much caffeine because they don't get enough sleep, and sometimes you are too busy and can't get enough sleep. But if you start implementing some sleep and maybe implementing the black coffee, it will start turning around. So next time you go to your local gas station, think before you purchase. Think about the side effects, look at the warnings, and understand that those warnings are on that bottle for a reason. I hope I've made an impact on how you view caffeine and what you choose instead of the energy booster heart rate attack. So choose wisely.